Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Pigosaur Cup. Week 30. Creator in the bottom left side of the map, BYUN in the top right. It is the first time we've swapped the days, which means the players should not be tired. They have not been up all night playing the Monday Night Weekly, the Warty Mondays tournament, because we are now moving it to, it's a day later. It's actually Wednesday for me in the middle of the day, as well as for these two Korean guys. 11:40 a.m. for them, 12:40 for me, right around the middle of the day. And it is, of course, late for those Europeans. Speaking of which, Creator smashing max packs to get here. BYUN getting out of sight of the bracket with Percival, Shin, those sorts of guys. So lots of good wins under their belts. And I'm really looking forward to BYUN coming out in top form, because we've had a lot of disappointing BYUN finals. There's no ifs or buts about it. BYUN, I think, was the main motivator for us to basically move the day of this tournament. Because we had a lot of finals where he'd show up, looked pretty good, but by the time he got to the finals, he was just so exhausted from playing 3 tournaments, being awake all night, and he'd kind of just throw out some lackluster cheeses usually, and they'd fall a little flat. And we had a lot of 20 to 25 minute best of 5 grand finals, and it was like, okay, this is really bad. This is a dumb idea, having all the tournaments on one day. Let's change it. And so glad that Mr. Stegosaur, admins runs the cup, was able to help us do that. So it's been a really nice really nice change up. Nexus goes up on the natural as well. Now, it looks like Creator's played a no scout build, so this is very greedy, but is it really? I guess what do you really die? Like, double proxy Marauder is the nightmare. Single proxy is not that bad. The well-timed Cybercore. Yeah. Feels like, I don't know if he went 19 Nexus, 19 core, I wasn't paying attention, but even if not, feels like a very tight build order. Chrono's the Adept. Fully mining that on the main, 16 on minerals, 3 on each gas. And, oh, there's actually core before Nexus, right? Otherwise, this natural would be up by now. Or be up very soon. Because normally about, what, a minute 22, minute 25 you can build it, which means it should be finished by 2:30. You can see it's about 10 seconds after that. So this was a Cybercore first. Now, why would you not scout with a I don't know. I always feel like with a core first, you really don't get that much benefit from not scouting, just because you got nowhere to mine from. It still gives you, I mean, it still saves you minerals, don't get me wrong. It still saves you minerals, but I don't know if the core first actually keeps you safe if it is double proxy Marauder. So in my mind, I do think if you're not going to scout, 19 Nexus becomes the best build. But unfortunately, Creator does just go core first because he wants to put on the Adept pressure. Losing that Adept is terrible. Oh, the Hellion got blocked! He's blocking his own Marines! Is a Hellion with his own Marines. Big miss micro. BYUN just assumed that was going to die, got lazy. Let the Adept escape. That's sloppy. So the Adept, I mean, getting a Marine and getting out is perfectly fine. There's another Adept, another Stalker, second gateways here as well. Hellion's going to poke forward. The big difference is your blink is later when you go core before Nexus, and you do just end up down a handful of probes because that later probe production, as well as a bit of less minerals. Adept's going to chase after. Hellion will back away, and it's going to be a medevac and a third Hellion. Ooh. Okay, so he's going to drive into the mineral line probably, and mass repair that Hellion is what he should be doing. Oh, mate, you got to repair the Hellion. BYUN. Oh, okay. Doesn't drive right into the mineral line. Potentially a problem there. Normally you want to drive right in, pull 4 SCVs so you can insta-heal it, because you don't want to slow down the medevac. And you can see he's ended up going with the yellow hit point medevac. And the Marines are staying at home, so just a Hellion drop, nothing else. Okay. Interesting change up here for BYUN. Second barracks going in. Second and third barracks could go down as well. Of course, I pay the you know, half the prize pool of this tournament every week, guys, $200. So if you guys are watching live, enjoying the games, please click the tip button in between those maps if you can afford to. Been putting these ones out for a long time, even though we have been obviously raising funds for Pigfest and putting the money towards that. I still put the money towards this every week. And damn, dude. 6 probes, 7. Not bad. It's really good for 1 Hellion. Dude, if you can get another good volley or 2, oh my gosh. Oh, BYUN keeps re-dropping today. He did this to Percival so much in the TvT before. Oh, juicy. Juicy, juicy, juicy. Creator wants to go across with the Stalkers. Hellion goes in, but seeing the shield battery, he'll just have to pick up and get out of here. BYUN there does save the Hellion, and he will be getting home. Question is, can he survive? No bunker there on the natural. Tank is not covering the ramp, which means as the Observer arrives, those Stalkers are going to be a real problem. Obviously, BYUN being very conservatively positioned so far. Bunker has to get cancelled. Marines and Raven are there, but the depots are getting picked off. Hellion goes back in on the natural. Still trying to cause trouble. I like that. He's just kind of going, let's create a distraction. Gets himself a single probe, and the Stalker does chase the medevac away. Adept takes out the Hellion. Second tank's going to siege up. This tank is so exposed, though. He's got to get this out of here. Surely. Whew. Brave positioning for BYUN, leaving that there. It's kind of crazy, man. The thing is, it does assert dominance, right? It sends a message. Because it really controls more space. Like, you can't even think about blinking up. All right, so the second and third barracks are now on the tech lab. Stim's there. Shields should be going down. And the Marauder production's already started. He's also building a third tank. Now, the question is, does he swap this now? Because if he keeps building tanks, he's incredibly committed. But there we go. He's going to swap off. Reactor does start. Engineering bay finishes as well. Meanwhile, Creator has his third up and mining. His income's off the chain. Forge and Robo Bay. I definitely feel like if Creator didn't take so many probes, I think this would be like game over. In that he would just be so far ahead. But because he took that economic damage, I still think that the stim move out is going to be a little scary, right? 3 tanks. There'll probably be like 7 Marauders. A lot of Marines behind it. Still no third command center starting at 6.5 minutes, though. Beyond about now, he's going to start that in the corner of his main. Yeah, normally 10 probes before 5 minutes is game ending. I don't think it is in this case because that third was so quick and Creator kind of chronoed his probes back up instantly. And I always talk about how well players can take a punch. Remember, like Hero, you might be like, well, he can't take an economic punch purely. Oh, thank you so much, Chunky Blitzer. Thank you so much for the $5. Really appreciate it. But yeah, basically, like Hero has to counterattack to even it up. But a guy like Creator or Estrella, they'll just chrono probes really well, and it actually allows them to get back in a lot of situations. Oh! Okay, extra auto turret goes down. Good pull there by Creator. Only 3 probes for 2 auto turrets is actually really nice. A few Stalkers will come in. And oh, good cancel by BYUN. Sees the Stalkers, doesn't waste the energy. Really good reaction. Here we go, though. Massive tank bio push. Extended thermal lance is nowhere near done. And he's going to get an amazing tank position. I think Creator should give this base up and go take a third elsewhere while Zealot counterattacking. He doesn't have charge yet either. Already takes a tank shot on those Colossus. Battery healing as best it can. And what can you possibly do here? I don't think Creator saw this push because the Raven, of course, was threatening to catch his Observer. Zealot getting hit. He's got a few Zealots or Stalkers coming in from behind. They're going to get hammered by those tanks. Oh, no. Oh, he just lost a Colossus to the Marauders. The Stalkers only get 1 tank before they go down as well. If these Marauders focus that Colossus, it's going to get toasted. Oh, the Immortal. Oh, he can't save the Immortal in time. Creator getting run over here. Creator's a very totally defensive player. And if he takes a bunch of damage like that and then doesn't see the push fully move out, he's just in a disastrous situation. I think if he saw that move out and intercepted it, slowed it down from getting in such a good position, maybe. But yeah, I mean, he just didn't have any vision. That Observer was way too far away. Raven had been here for a bit. I think he should have moved that Observer back closer to the actual path. So I think that was a bit of a mistake for Creator and not really noticing the move out. Just sitting there at home. Oh, that's really awkward. All right, guys. Well, that is a rough one. BYUN here. Sorry, we just come in 2 minutes into this game too. Casting live, we had to play an ad break. I had to grab a drink there. BYUN tried to go for a proxy barracks, and it just got found by a probe and cancelled. So he's had to then just go for like a delayed barracks. Oh, actually, sorry, it was going to be a second barracks. Oh, so he was trying to do the 2 barracks Reaper. Oh, sorry, I'm catching up with this build, guys. So he was trying to do a 2 ranks Reaper. Second barracks gets caught, has to cancel. Goes to the expansion into the factory at home, and I don't think it's too bad. If it's your second barracks. If it's your first barracks, you can't even make an orbital until a barracks is finished. Like, there's a lot of things that screws up, but I think in this case, it's fine. Stalker does come out. Sentry next for Creator. Creator's a very turtley player, very defensively minded in this matchup. Doesn't really play like spectacular, flashy PvT like Hero, but he's really solid. So I really want to watch this from the point of view is, how does BYUN try to bust him? And how does Creator just try to scout and play super safe? Shield battery here. Yeah, this is pretty typical for him. Battery, chronoing probes. He's not rushing out his hallucination. He figures he can delay it a little bit and still get a scout at a crucial time, which makes sense. And it's second barracks. Okay, so BYUN might even play 3 barracks before Starport, which could be really, really cool. Oh, thank you so much, Patricia's, for the $5 as well. Here's something so you don't get buried alive by the Fat Controller. Thank you, guys. For those who don't know, we're talking a lot about Thomas the Tank Engine earlier today. One of the greater cartoons out there. Or, it's not really a cartoon, right? The original was it was like a Actually, yeah, was it like a little claymation? Or how did they do Thomas the Tank? I'm trying to remember, man. I mean, what even was that? Just little models, right? That they would animate parts of or something? I'm trying to remember. Was it a cartoon? Anyways. Double barracks is there. Cyclones on the way. Straight into tanks. Straight into tanks. It was stop motion with models? Okay. Engineering Bay does come down. Dude, Gumby was the shiz. The old stop motion days as well. Gumby was great. Gumby really was like acid trip show. Thomas the Tank Engine was a bit more wholesome, I would say. It was a little bit less like someone in the friggin' 60s, 70s took way too much drugs and came up with this, you know? Okay, that one does go down. Nice snipe, nice snipe. Apparently the new Thomas the Tank Engine is animated fully. Oh, that sucks. Stop motion was the shiz, man. Obviously very labor intensive to make stop motion. Alright, still no starport. Third barracks coming in, wow. I mean, you're going to have just an abundance of units. You're rock solid safe against everything. I would say what this build is weakest against for BYUN is if Protoss just gets Stalker control outside your base and then just gets 3 mineral lines up and just has a big, yeah, Zealot Stalker sort of army ready. Which is what he's kind of going for. He's building Immortals very early, which if they get on top of the tanks can be very effective. The Marine count is what's going to be very big to start with. Engineering Bay's getting an upgrade, so I wouldn't be surprised to see, yeah, he's taking a third gas. I think it's probably fourth gas, then starport. And already building a third siege tank. And he's really enjoying these forward siege tank placements. Obviously, Stalkers can blink there, kill it, and fade away, but it relies on the observer seeing it. It's a lot of Marines nearby, so it's a risky blink. If you had a Warp Prism to quickly pick up and save the weak ones, maybe. Templar Archives is on the way. Oh, Creator's going to play Storm. Oh, I like that. I like that. What was the little mouse movie with the motorcycle and egg helmet? I have no idea. Oh, does pull back with the Stalkers. Evidently Australia didn't have Fraggle Rock. Yeah, I don't know what Fraggle Rock is. Okay, tanks, marines, and cyclones coming forward. Creator's got to pick off as much as he can. The cyclone makes it a little hard, though. He's already got charge done. 5 gateways are up. Is 5 enough? He cancels the 3 probes he started making, which I was about to say, that's crazy making probes. He's going to try to get Storm up, which I think is a good idea, because I think you can slow this push down a fair bit. But I don't think he has enough Zealots to engage head on. That Marine ball, especially with the SCVs pulled. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Dude, I think Creator needs to wait for Storm, but he cancels Storm, starts making Archons. He's going to try and engage this. Thinks about going for it. Oh, the Marines do stim after the Stalkers. Really good job of baiting a stim out. That's because there's no medevacs. Remember, guys, there is no healthcare for these Marines. Against this push, you can give up your third. You don't want to, but it is an option. 1 tank goes down behind. Probes are running. Great call by Creator. This is such a brilliant call. He does need to build some more pylons. Oh, the tank's just shot. He just shot himself over here. BYUN with some real panicky clicks, right? I don't think there was a Zealot there, was there? I feel like he just shot himself for no reason, but oh, he's going to get jumped on. Big 360. Well, not really a 360, but you know, hitting from 2 sides. Nice moves there by Creator. The Immortal shredding Archon with the Prism Micro could be very good. Oh my gosh, those Marines are a problem. Oh no, he blinks away. That single SCV is going to drill that tank back to full life. Archon, just pick up the Stalkers with the Prism, right? Because he doesn't want it to get it stimmed on. And more Stalkers warping in. Okay, wow. Still no starport, guys. Pure Marine siege tank. This is madness. This is Sparta! No! This is madness. It's the other way around, mate. Marine tank with no healthcare. I can't believe he hasn't gone starport. I thought he was going to play an extra gas, but he's got 5 barracks. 5 barracks factory. Starport just now starts. These guys can't afford to stim. Any skirmishing is good for Creator if it baits stims out. Now he's going to go for it again. Oh, I think he was hoping to already bait the stim out, but BYUN's being really disciplined. New third base. Not quite up yet. It will be soon. Creator has a massive worker advantage, but he's down on the army. This is so scary. I think Storm would be legendary. Yes, yeah, creator, great minds think alike. Because like, if you get Storm, even once he gets Medivacs, this army is still so marine heavy. You've already got the Templar Archives, why not, right? Oh gosh. Creator, he's got a good spready of units. Oh, a few Zealots charge in. Oh, he's gonna go for it. SCVs have been pulled. Storm is not ready. Perfect attack timing for BYUN. Is it enough? Archon does pick up and saves itself. Stalker Immortal getting jumped on. I don't think Immortals are what you really want against this army. They do tank a bit. They're very good against the armored units, and they do survive for now. Storm, about 30 seconds out, guys. And of course, with energy recharge, you warp an Iron Templar. You have 2 Storms instantly when it's ready. It's such a game changer. Economy for BYUN. I don't know, man. This doesn't feel like a great economy. BYUN's saying it is. It's the greatest. Probably the biggest there's ever been. The strongest economy. But it does feel like there's a pretty big tariff on healthcare right now. First 2 medevacs are going to be popping out at the 10-minute mark. I don't care how much aggro has gone in the game. 10 minutes is pretty damn late for the first 2 medevacs, guys. This is a dire situation for the wounded Marines. They have some Stalkers running forth as well. Forges on the way. 2 more gateways coming in. Marine Marauder Siege Tank trying to move forward. High Templar ready. Creator. Oh my golly. Kind of feel like it'd be even better if he had like a Zealot flank as well. The Immortals up front. Oh my gosh, he gets rid of a tank. Oh, but the Storm's here. Oh my gosh, he runs in with the Marines trying to click on the Warp Prism. Oh my lord. Oh, BYUN eats the Storms. Creator ties up the series. We've got a series in our hands, ladies and gents. All right, guys, I've got Creator in the bottom left. BYUN now in the top right of Tokamak. Tied up 1-1 in this series. Creator scouts, I don't think BYUN did. And just a 1-Rex expand. Instant pulls 2 SCVs. Is that Command Center first? Because that's a Command Center first. What are we looking at right now? Command Center first in TvP. That is not something you see every day. And there's going to be a 20 Nexus to respond to it for Creator. No Cybercore first. Wow. And double gas behind. Cool. We saw someone do this recently, didn't we? Was it Bunny tried this in one of his TVPs? I feel like it might have been Bunny. Maybe that was a Terran vote. No, I'm not sure. Dude, I can't wait to see how it goes. Command Center first into double gas. It's going to be like... Probably just... I think he'll play Factory and then second Barracks. I think that's how BYUN's going to play this. I'm really curious to see, like, does he just... Yeah, because, like, I think a similar build to the last one, but don't commit as much to the push and just still get a starport. Orbital goes up after the Factory. He's not that far behind on the Factory timing, dude. Yeah, and he's going to go Reactor now. And then you don't need the second Depot. So what's this guy doing? He's going to wall off with the second Barracks. And it's a proxy gate, so it's going to be a 3-gate. Okay, Adept gets chronoed, second Adept on the way, Warp Gate getting chronoed as well. So he's going to do an expand into like 4-gate. And BYUN's... Engineering? No, not an engineering bay. What you... Oh! He's expecting to get all in. But still, why an engineering bay? BYUN, what are we doing, man? Are you drunk? Why are we doing eBay? Plus, why would you ever want +1 attack at 3 minutes? There's no way this is good. This, I can get behind a 3-minute +1 for Protoss because they're very flexible. And they have all these things that give them awesome vision and stuff. Don't get me wrong. You'll have +1 armor and then going to +2 attack really... I don't even know if you'll be able to afford an armory in time to start +2 after going 1-1 with this. Now, I think he basically thinks he might get cheese, but even then, going eBay this early is just wild. Second gateway, third gateway, Twilight Council. I think he's going to float the command center back to the low ground. Crazy play here for BYUN, man. Like, why would you even float it to the high ground? I don't comprehend, guys. I really don't comprehend. A lot of adepts coming forward. Cyclone's really good against him, though. So 5 on the map. 6 adepts. Bunker's not ready. Cyclone needs to get some more damage on these boys. Yeah, Stalker's coming forward. Oh, golly. Cyclone does get good damage on one Stalker, but he's in trouble right now. Creator committing to the 3-gate hard. The SCVs have to come off the line. And this is going to be a pretty good fight for Creator, I believe. Good starter step for him so far. Cyclone does help a lot. Oh, he's got to keep that Cyclone alive. The tank is going to try and siege up here. Cyclone's done a very good job. Keeping that Cyclone safe is so important. And only 4 SCVs. That could have been so much worse. This is awesome. Third barracks comes up. If those depths shaded in, that would have been madness. Third Nexus comes down after Robo. Natural is fully saturated, and I think Creator's going to have to play a bit more defensive for a while. I mean, because he's gone such an early +1, like I said, look, he's got +1 attack now. Can he even afford +1 armor? Like, you got to delay combat shields to get +1 armor on time. It just doesn't make sense to go and upgrade this early, does it? It really is like a very common thing in low level to rush your upgrades like this. Long term, I do like it if the eBay never stops upgrading, because you can get 2-2 pretty quickly off this, or even go 3-1. He's gonna get rid of the gateway. +1 armor's on the way. Still got those 2 tanks up. Third tank's about to pop, and the starport does go down. So yeah, he's gonna build a reactor up here for the starport to swap onto. Depots are a little late. Slight supply block for BYUN. Goes for the 3rd and 4th gas as well. So this build's a little messy. But it's not like Creator's been beelining the economy either, right? He was hoping to get a bit more damage done. Because he didn't. He is now playing 9 Stalkers on the front. Oh, the tank maze. Oh, do not blink in there! Well, he gets the tank for only, was that 3? 3 Stalkers. It's not a cost-for-cost good trade. But it does weaken the tank count, which you could argue is worth it in some scenarios. Whew. Did BYUN do this build order in order to force the situation, and is it a situation he would want? I mean, he's just not got anything ready for when 1-1's finished. Right? I mean, if he can fight against Zealots, that's good. Okay, Creator's making a tactical mistake. He's going Immortal Sentry just because that's what he does every game. This is where I think a lot of modern Protosses screw up, guys. Like, we see a lot of modern Protoss players go for what they had planned rather than what they should be adapting to. You know your opponent's going to have way better upgrades than you. You saw this engineering bay at the start. You should either be doubling down on really fast forges or doubling down on splash damage. Because you either catch up on upgrades or you go for upgrades of your own. He's going to have 1-1 Stim Bio and Medivacs. You're not going to have any upgrades. I think Creator screwing around with Immortals, Sentries, and Warp Prisms is actually really misunderstanding what he's facing right now. Because when you know your opponent's rushing upgrades, you've got to make one of those decisions to rush towards things that won't care about those upgrades. Either get your own upgrades to match or get the splash damage. And he hasn't done that. Which means this first fight, hopefully he has enough Zealot, Immortal Sentry. I mean, he might still be able to deal with it. He's got Guardian Shield. That can really help him out here. It feels like the numbers are a little scary. It's 15 Zealots, apparently. Oh, he's got a bunch of Zealots down there. Not sure how much of his army got spotted. Stalkers are going to force a siege up. Creator's doing a very good job of surrounding the army. Very good job. And now BYUN's trying to get home. Creator's not going to let him leave. Creator says, you can't leave! Gets in, even brings the Warp Prism to warp in as well. Oh, great ambush. Creator with the ambush. The 1-1 bio is really nice, but dude, Guardian Shield doesn't care about your 1-1 upgrades. He's like, lol, Guardian Shields! Get wrecked. This is a replay. Nope, your mum's a replay. Get wrecked. Now we've moved back Pigosaur weekly, guys. It's going to be, we're not sure if it'll be on this day every week. Just experimenting with this day. Might be the ongoing day. We might end up doing Sunday or something. Whatever works best for the players and Stego, I am happy to accommodate. Bio comes forward, 3rd command center's on the way in the main base. And now you see the engineering bay just idles. Because like I said, I didn't think he'd be able to afford an armory with wherever he is in his build in time to keep these upgrades going non-stop. So I really don't think the engineering bay gives you that much of an advantage. It just seems like having an extra barracks to have more units out would have allowed him to shut down the early aggression even better. And I think you can always get a fast engineering bay 4.5, 5 minutes. It's still going to be very effective without giving up so much. Oh, he's going for the 3rd CC snipe, is he? Well, if Creator clicks on it, he could confirm the kill, but right now he's busy with his Stalkers blinking back in the bottom side of the map. Nice choke point pullback there for BYUN. I would have loved to see Creator click that command center. It's a big investment, you know. Does save 2 Zealots. Warp Prism does survive. 4th Nexus still alive on the left. Storm and +1 are on the way. But yeah, I'm absolutely... So the problem you run into with a CC first is your production's delayed. You don't have as many units. You also played completely blind, so he didn't know what he was playing against. But I think a 2nd barracks solves more problems than an engineering bay. Bio Mine moving forward. Zealot Stalker Sentry model on the left. Oh, nice storms. Oh my gosh. That Immortal will help out a lot, but he's out of storms now. Zealots need to go forward. Immortal gets wrecked. Bit of hesitance there for Creator. Creator's going to need to commit at some point. I get he's trying to bait out stims. Oh, there we go. Good, another good storm. He's got one more in there. It does land a good storm for zoning, but has he been too cautious in engaging? I'm not quite sure. Energy recharge already got used. Zealots keep charging in. The bio is kind of slowly stimming itself down, which is definitely a problem. But he's going to get isolated on that left side. It feels like BYUN may have just found a way through this. Very impressive. Oh, man, this is terrible. I can't believe Creator got overrun in this game, but yeah, maybe a little bit too afraid to commit. This is one of the things, like, it's so weird because I sometimes question why Hero is so crazy aggressive and why he just commits to fights without thinking. But then I see a game like this and I feel like Creator had the numbers at some point, but once the libs got sieged and then they got further and further forward, it felt like the position kept getting worse. And I think this is like a thing where if you think too long, you let the Terran just get set up in an amazing position. And if you don't have something big that's about to come out to deal with that, yeah, it felt like maybe if you give the base up and counterattack with half your army, but you need to commit to that really early. And BYUN getting a situation where I thought he was pretty screwed in this game, but brings it back. BYUN showing that comeback capability that we know he's got. Widowmine's taking out some Stalkers. Nicely done. And that natural getting breached. The bio is so wounded. And Terran's still 2 base. And there is a 4th up. So even with a 3rd dead, there's like that tiny part of me that's like, maybe? Maybe? The bio's so weak? The libs taking so long to die to these friggin' Stalkers though, man. Oh my gosh. These Reddit point Marauders finally get cleaned up. You can see how close this was, yeah. The libs did so much for BYUN in this game. It was completely all in. 2 base, 5 barracks, factory and a starport. And manages to bust through. Creator, good Immortal Micro. Does defend this army for now. BYUN misrallying units in. Oh, he gets an Immortal maybe? Nope, the barrier at the right time. Dude, if Creator brings this back, this is amazing. Creator has this left base. He's transferring probes there. I mean, it goes to show, like I said, I don't think he ever should have been in this situation, right? Does take out the Widowmine. Oh, he's still got a Storm available. This is hard for BYUN now. He's got to keep attacking. Because he's got the army momentum, but he's wounded. And if he attacks where Creator's not ready, Creator's in trouble. Creator has an Immortal, 9 Stalkers, 1 Zealot, 1 High Templar. Has he got energy recharge 30 seconds out. Stalkers pull back on the right. High Templar goes for the Storm. I think he should have pulled back with the Prism. I think that was a bit too early to use that Storm. Tickled the units. The stim does wear off. You can see BYUN does not want to stim again right now, but he has to. Stalker model on the right. Zealot Archon on the left. Brilliant positioning by Creator. He does a little bit of this kind of going in and out. And with concussive shells, it's really hard to pull away from that. On the other hand, he is baiting a lot of stims out of BYUN. So that's the kind of hidden benefit, right? To going in and out like this, even though he loses Zealots. Creator hanging on. BYUN lifts his main down. Ooh, he lifts his main down. He's got the gas bank. He drops the mules there. BYUN's going to have a pretty good tail of units coming across this map. And having to move down here, trying to repower this is Creator. Creator's starting +2. Wow, not many people would be brave enough to do that right now. I would absolutely be going armor if I was him. Cheaper upgrade, faster upgrade, and I might not even be doing that. But, oh, Creator's trying to attack right now. Ghost is here. Oh, I would blink on that Ghost as well. I wouldn't be able to resist, but I think he'd already used it. Caduceus Reactor would have gone hard this game. It would have, but it's a 2-base build. If you're going for medevac energy upgrade on 2 bases, that's like committing to a losing situation before you were even losing, right? It's always, you know, when someone's on 3 base plus and they haven't got it on 4 base plus, you're like, okay, come on, get it. But early on, it is hard to afford a fusion core and an upgrade like that. Immortal got picked off. Storm doesn't help out that much. Creator's trying to hold his ground. Oh, that's a wild decision. Yes, he lands a good Storm on the Marines, but he loses the Prism. Does unload most of the High Templar. Can he take down BYUN? Creator attacking here is kind of wild. It's giving him some good advantages. The High Templar couldn't quite emerge. They were blocked there. And it looks like Creator is going to GG. His whole army's going to go down. Does kill 23 workers, though. Maybe? Does he have energy recharge? He's got energy recharge. Warp and Eye Templar. Fill it with energy. He's making... Don't make probes. What are you making probes for? Just make zealots, bro. You've got 7 gates. Don't make probes right now. Your main's mined out. Your natural's over mining. Please stop. Stalker's running in right now. He's only made 3 zealots. He's got to be making as many zealots as he can, surely. And where's the storm? He does get a decent ambush storm, but it's not enough. No, he's too outnumbered. You could tell he knew he was in such a terrible spot army-wise that he couldn't quite come back. Dude, BYUN getting that siege up. Well done. All right, guys, we've got BYUN in the top left side of the map, up 2-1. Great comeback in that last game, dude. The libs are very dangerous in those situations. Like, once you have a good biomine lib spread, Storm is not that good against it. Colossus can hold off against that army, but without Colossus, you don't have the range advantage, so you can't let them get sieged up. And I think Creator maybe just hesitated a bit too long before jumping on it. I think Creator was kind of like trying to storm the army down before the army engaged, whereas I think it's, you kind of want to sync up a little more. YOLO your army, drop 1 storm at the start, and then drop more storms as the fight's going on, you know? So it's like you force them to spread, but then you also storm wherever they run to. Creator did take a little bit of a break. We're not sure why he had to take a break, but he said 10 minutes, came back in 2. But it was interesting. We're now discussing different road rage incidents where people have recently, you know, defecated on people's cars and things like that after having road rage incidents. I gotta say, compared to those crazy people that attack people, I am down with it. If you gotta be a bit of a crazy road rage person, I'd say doing a poo on the front of someone's car is probably the least... well, a lot less offensive than actually attacking, assaulting them. Still crazy. Still insane that you'd have one loaded in the chamber ready to go, but yeah, a little less offensive. It's going to be a Stalker pressure. Hello, don't see this every day, guys. Ooh. SCV, taking some damage. Stalker's going to pull back. Oh, Hellion, taking some damage. Should be hard to get that guy in. Palin looks like was looking for maybe proxy starport or something like that. He's going to try to run that one home. Stalker's still hanging around, just being a nuisance. That's just going to keep BYUN rallying into the main until he gets a Widow Mine to the natural. Then he can burrow the Widow Mine here, at which point the Stalker can't poke anymore. Adept is there ready. Quick Shade should shut it down. And indeed, the Hellion's going to get in, get the Scout, the 2-gate blink opening. Might get a probe as well. Just 1 probe, no biggie. Now the Marines do move out. Widowmine takes a few shots. Stalker's going to return home. The question for me is, does Creator risk taking a 3rd? I really feel like too many people go very safe Robo here. But yeah, Creator's going to go for the greedy build. 3rd Nexus before Robo. Brilliant. But there is a Marine drop on the way. And with only 1 Stalker, 2 Adepts, you do need to warp in these next 2 units. And this second gateway is actually quite late. Only went down about 320. Get that guy down before 3 minutes sometimes, but I guess wasn't quite able to with this early game build. Here we go, Marines coming in. Stalkers are there though, and a good pullback by BYUN. With 2 Stalkers on top of you, you don't want to be taking so much damage to the medevac. Sorry guys, just had to tab out there, realized the music wasn't playing, my bad. If you're watching on YouTube, should be uninterrupted. Usually add the music in separate to make sure there's no issues. Siege tank is on the way. Bit of a supply block here for BYUN. Doesn't cut into his worker production too much, thankfully, but did slow down that second siege tank from building. And BYUN sending that Liberator around the right side. I don't think he's going to be able to push out with his Marine tank at the same time. I think the Liberator is just going to basically wait till the Stalkers are aggressive and then try to get something done. Widowmine looking for the Stalker. Oh! Blink wasn't quite ready. Creator moving there a bit earlier than he should have. I'd rather lose a probe. Stalker's a very expensive unit. Perhaps the answer is that they were only road ragey because they were so close to needing to go. Otherwise, they would have been a nice person. That's true. Yeah, people get crazy when they drive cars, man. It's one of those things where, like, I love it how, like, if someone's, like, trying to drive, like, a piece of equipment in, like, a construction site, people are like, whoa! Does that person know what they're doing? Do they have, like, a friggin' qualification for that? Hey, you can't just be driving a forklift around. Yeah, we give, like, the most incompetent people in society the ability to drive cars, and then, like, the most unstable people, and we're like, that'll be fine. Driving, I mean, it is like a freedom thing. I get, give people like, you know, that. But I'm also like, oh, I don't know, man. If I had any sort of like power, I would go super dictator. I would be like, yeah, we're taking away the right to drive for like half of you. A couple Marines go down. If he gets the siege up in range of the Nexus, that's going to be tough to deal with. Creator looking for the split though. Oh, he's got to spread though. Spread, spread, spread. He leaves the sentries. The Stalkers just blink back. Coward Stalkers. I love it. They're just like, nah, leave him. Oh, Immortal takes a big shot. Oh, he's going to go for it? Really? This seems kind of crazy, moving that Immortal in. Creator loves this dancing on the edge sort of thing, but it does get him into trouble. Liberator in the back, doesn't get any kills, does get heavily damaged. I think you got to engage now as Creator or soon. Blinks forward. Oh, he's going to get his Stalkers hammered, isn't he? Oh, the Stalkers are getting wrecked. Tries to warp in more, but of course, most of them have gone down, so the medevac will pull back. Third command center starts on location for BYUN. Is that enough damage? Because there's still 58 probes on 3 bases. Forge did get its upgrade heavily delayed. RoboBay only now starting at 7 minutes, so the pressure has slowed things down. On the other hand, there's only 3 medevacs out. 4th and 5th barracks just now beginning. Engineering Bay does not have an early +1, but it's going to be done soon, and then +1 armor will have to get going. Yeah, Dictator Pig would be great, by the way, guys. Most people would be like allowed to only do things in video games. If you guys can ever vote for me for something, I just want you all to know ahead of time, it will be for a very authoritarian government. I will absolutely take away people's licenses. Hell, I'll take away people's ladder cards. I'll be like, oh, you played on a barcode? You're banned from all multiplayer games. You know, people are like, what? I'm like, yeah, I am kind of insane. Prism goes in. Oh, what shut it down? Oh, there was a double Widow Mine hiding behind the barracks. Oh, very nice, very nice. Immortal Stalker Sentry. Trying to defend this side. Oh, that Widow Mine got the Sentry as well. Creator's losing some very expensive units in this game. He's had a really sick economy lead, though, so it might be worth it. I don't even know where this rock tower collapses when you break them down. Keep in mind, this map has these rock towers all over the place, guys. So they can sometimes really impact a fight. We've got a lore point from chat. They've said, I'm just saying, Marines in-game are oddly effective considering how poorly trained they are in the lore. Yeah, well, if you think about it, when BYUN and Clem are playing, they're like the crack troops. But if you've watched a Bronze League or a Platinum League game, that's like your average Marine. You know, where like 50 of them just walk into a storm in a clump and like stand there like, what's this magic electricity stuff in the air? Oh, my face just got melted. Whoops. Like if you, yeah. I think the lore is like most of us microing our Marine Marauders on the ladder is what the average Marine is. Just like a conscript with a gun thrust in his hand with no training. And then the Clem ones are like the super megacorp, ultra trained, you know, or Earth Dominion level, like actual veteran soldiers with experience. They're the creme de la creme. Templar Archives is almost finished. Do you guys think he's going to play Storm? I do love that some players have started playing a lot of Colossus Storm recently, and I really dig it. Could just be Archons, of course. Ghost count is just starting. So, yeah, you could make like 4 or 5 Archons just for tankiness in your army for extra gas spending. Could be nice. Already 1 Archon comes in. 3rd Colossus on the way. 2nd Forge now starting. All right, we got a 4th command center in the bottom left on location. It does feel like Creator can either massively take over the game at this point or get just completely wrecked by BYUN taking the perfect engage, but it does feel like it should be Creator favored, especially look at the Stalker activity, nicely done. Oh, good Blinky. Marauders will get 1 of them though. Maybe 2. Turns, takes out another unit, does lose 2 Stalkers. The whole army's here though. BYUN, your Vikings are too far away. You need those Vikings. Oh god, get down here, boy. His Vikings still have not reacted. His Vikings are still chilling up north. This is a very real problem. He has 8 Vikings on the map. He needs them down here to deal with these Colossus. Zealots in the 3rd, nicely done. 4th base is vulnerable. Oh, the SCV went down. If Creator can kill that 4th command center before it finishes, it's going to be huge. BYUN needs to defend that command center. Vikings are up front. BYU as well. Dark Shrine's on the way. Creator trying to man mode this with a big gateway army advantage. Up 20 army supply. 4th command center is going to go down. Great call. Prism does get shot down by the Vikings. Colossus takes some fair damage. Stalker's focusing some Vikings down. I'd like to see Creator... Has he got a single robo? Oh, still single robo. Oh my. I'd love to see 2 or 3 more gases and 6th base for Creator. He's going to transfer workers now. He's on 75. +1 armor and +3 attack finally starting for him. Upgrade advantage is there for BYUN. Building 4 Vikings at a time. He needs to get back up to 8 or 10 Vikings for those 3 Colossus. Zealot, Stalker, Colossus, Immortal coming forward. Stalker's blink forward, Mad Dogging it. Taking out the Vikings. I think this is the right call for Creator. Gets rid of all the Vikings. It's huge. Oh, 1 Marine goes down. Very nicely done. Second robo in the natural. Expansion over here as well. Whew. I feel like Creator has been unpinned, but we've seen so many times in this scenario. A very defensive Protoss, like a Creator or a Showtime, pushes in and just gets walloped in one fight. With no forward warp in point, that could definitely happen. But he's fighting army against army, and he's got the supply advantage. So right now, it's very good as long as Creator keeps picking at him, poking and prodding. Keep that Viking count low. The Colossus will be really good. Oh, Disruptor lands a whoopsie. Whoopsie for the Terran. It's a yes, yes, yes for the Zerg. A lot of those Marauders deep in the red, but not quite dead. You kind of want to keep attacking just to get these units down. As a matter of fact, so low on juice right now. Remember that 4th command center died earlier. New one's floating over. The Bio Army trying to pull back. He's so outnumbered. BYUN just died. I don't think he has the numbers, does he? Disruptors there, throwing some balls out. Big ball lands. Other ball wanders into the front line, though. Disruptors don't deserve to be on another control group. That's something I've learned over watching pro Protoss players. They never do it. That's because they don't need to. Just going to be getting in there with the Arc on Immortal Stalker. Vikings land on the right side. They go down. Creator is going to force a game 5. Nice. All right, guys. Creator in the bottom left side. Nice comeback in the last one. We're going to Persephone. Map with a nice little healing shrine on the right side. Up here, BYUN. Looking fantastic. We did see Clem using healing shrines quite a bit in Pigfest. It was really cool. He was like, TVZ, he was like, you know, running Hellions in, trading damage with Queens, going back to the healing shrine. He did a lot of cool stuff like that, but at the end of the day, I don't think they're overpowered from what I've seen. I think as long as you, like a gold base, you don't just put it in a super accessible spot. The healing shrines seem super fair from my first experience. We haven't seen anyone abuse it yet in a way that went, oh, that's clearly super overpowered and broken, right? I mean, there was that one game where Harston kind of had Kua dead, and then Kua's entire red hit point Marauder army stepped on the healing shrine and healed back to max life, and that was kind of crazy, but beyond that, don't count that one. I mean, you know, even then, I think that's a rare case, right? Reaper's going to come in. Zealot comes... He queued up a Zealot after the Adapted Creator. That's interesting. Cancels it, goes to the Sentry. Don't think he ever intended to actually build a Zealot. Or not to finish it anyway. Maybe just wanted the nice, pretty, shiny lights to turn on that warp gate. Oh, damn, Pyroite. Thank you for the 300 biddies. I really appreciate you guys for the subs, tippies. My man. Thank you very much for the love. Twilight Council's on the way. It's about 2:45 or so. Sentry's going to go for the Hallucination. It's a pretty typical opening. Nothing too crazy. Command Center floats over. Of course, it was blocked earlier from going down in the correct position. Hellions on the way. Starport as well. Reaper's just chilling. Very relaxed build order. That 3-minute second gate for Creator. I do find drop sneaking down the left side of this map sometimes cause problems for Protoss players if they're not good with their map control. That could be really good. I guess this map's particularly good for 3-racks type builds, says chat. Well, definitely, I guess if you back away from a 3-racks with a lot of wounded units, going to the healing shrine on the way home, or even then topping up and going for another attack could be good. If you're in like a poke around, have a bit of a skirmish sort of situation, yeah. could argue it's a win more mechanic. You're only really using it when you're already winning. That's an argument, yeah. I don't think that's the end of the world. I think sometimes, you know, too many win more mechanics can be a problem, but I don't think it's that big. Marines and Widowmine moving down the left. Alright, Marine Mine just chilling for now. Gonna poke to the low ground. That's always the most annoying angle. Medevac a bit far forward, takes a few extra hits. 2 probes have now gone down. Stalker Sentry is here. Ooh, I'm having deja vu, dude. We had this exact same situation a few weeks ago. It's 2 probes this time. I remember the one I watched a few weeks ago. It's the exact same scenario. Marine dropped distracted there, but they lost like 5 probes to a Hellion and a Reaper. There's only 2. Creator's feeling really nice. Third Nexus is there. Forge goes down. Could go for charge soon, but I think a few more gateways is going to take priority over that. What was Paradoxical saying? I see you guys responding to Paradox. I didn't see the OG message. Repost it for me. My Twitch chat's too small today. Can't keep up with it. Charge is on the way as well. Do not click that link, guys, in the chat. Oh, they're arguing about Disney and Star Wars? I think Disney made Star Wars great again, honestly. Yeah. I mean, I know I'm in the minority, but for me, only thing greater than the Star Wars revival has been the Lord of the Rings revival. Rings of Power, for me, just feels like it finally brought art back to the television, you know? I feel like for a long time, we've just had... I think it all started with The Sopranos. TV just went downhill from there. Everyone thought, oh, look, this is really cool. Let's actually do this stupid crap. And I think ever since that point, TV's gone really far downhill. And I feel like Rings of Power has really started to revive it as well as all the Star Wars TV shows. I feel like, you know, just having such a good expanded Star Wars universe with 17 different movies and TV shows, for me, it fulfilled everything that I've wanted out of television for a long time. I am a bit confused, though. The other thing that I've really been wanting more of is more Marvel. I just feel like more Marvel would be good. I don't know why there isn't as many coming out at the moment, because I could probably watch about 316 of those a year, and I think they never should have stopped pumping them out every 2 months. Nice snipe on the drop there on that left side, guys. Stalker's running forward. Bio Medevac's there. Yeah, Wire, Sopranos, Breaking Bad. All garbage. I don't know why people got hyped up over those shows, guys. I really think the Rings of Power is just bringing greatness back to TV. One guy with like a really bad sarcasm meter is like, what? F you! I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. Thought it was pretty obvious I was being sarcastic, man. TV's taken such a big step up. Recently, it feels like it's taken a bit of a step backwards. Zealot's coming in. Okay. Slows down the command center. That's all he gets, though. I feel like if you look at this situation now, one has to wonder, can BYUN compete in late game with Creator? Because I think that's where this game's heading. But this time, the second Forge is much earlier. Creator's going 8 gateways. He's got his Colossus coming out. He doesn't have extended thermal ads yet. That's one thing. Does need to actually really prioritize that, because if that gets delayed too long, it's very tough. But his 4th gas is really late, so he literally can barely afford to start his next Colossus. Oh, he needs to go for a 5th gas. Does Creator goes for a cannon and a battery down here? I'm not a big fan of this. I feel like if the fighting gets to this base, you've already screwed up. Like if you look at this map, I feel like you want to be fighting up here and holding the watchtower or the middle of the map if possible. I don't know about you guys. I feel like cannons and batteries on the left. I don't mind it on the left as much, but I don't know. It feels like a long map. And if you can get forward and hold map control, that should be the goal. We'll see how it goes. Stim Bio looking to catch the Stalkers, but he's going to actually catch the entire army. Oh, going for the Prism is way too greedy, man. Stalkers take out a Medevac. Can they get a second one? Yes. Oh, he didn't focus it. Creator loses like 4 Stalkers. BYUN's focus fire was really good there. Does still lose the medevac though. 4th command center spotted. Creator could probably A-move that right now. There are 6 Vikings on this map. They are coming over here. 4th command center very vulnerable. 2-1 upgrades on the way for both sides. Well, CC though is so vulnerable. I don't know why you'd build this out here as BYUN. This just seems like giving the Protoss an easy attack angle, you know? Gets an easy cancel on the 4th base. Zealot's running in the right at the same time. Tanks could do some nasty friendly fire to the SCVs! BYUN! Oh my gosh, he just killed like 9 of his own SCVs instantly when those Zealots charged in. Oh my lord. That was siege tank. Bad siege tanks. Bad. Oh. You can see they don't get kill counters. If you click the tanks, it's 0 kills, 2 kills, 0 kills, because they don't count friendly fire. Blue on blue, man. Robo coming up, second one. 8 barracks going down. Guys, did he not rebuild his 4th command center? Yeah, BYUN... Okay, so what I don't like about BYUN, so like I said, can he take Creator in late game? Well, he's not geared up for a late game. Building a 4th on location doesn't show confidence. Losing it, not instantly replacing it, also doesn't show confidence. I might be reading too much into this, but I feel like BYUN does not want to play late game, and he's like unwillingly being dragged into late game by Creator. But he's also not like committing hard enough to mid-game timings or anything to avoid this. So it's kind of like, hey dude, you're playing for this stage of the game as well. Like you gotta, you know, embrace it. I still think there's a lot of good things you can do. Usually lib range should be a pretty key priority. Ghost count as well. He's only got 2 ghosts, 3 more building. +2 armor starts, +3 attack for Protoss. Templar Archives on the way. 11 gateways. Creator wants to go. But be careful, these tanks. They're very well placed. Don't fully cover everything. The Vikings need to go forward. BYUN doesn't have a separate control group for the Vikings. You can see he's kind of just trying to control his army on one group and then spread it a little bit and use manual control. Would have liked to see just a little bit more Viking poking in and out. Gold base. Oh, Creator. That's cool, man. Okay, new command center's building. It's finished in the main. It's going to float down here. Yeah, still got 70 workers, but income-wise, Creator's just got a bit more of the map now established. As I said, I don't really like the cannon battery because I just don't think you should ever be fighting at these bases. So Creator's kind of building cannon battery everywhere, I guess, in case the game gets messy. Personally, I would rather that money be invested in 20 gateways. I feel like your ability to like insta-build a crazy amount of zealots to reinforce is huge, but Creator's setting up for the mega long game. Stargate, Darkshrine, Storm, +1 air weapons. He's not just trying to control the map for the early late game. Our man Creator, he's going super late game. Fusion cores on the way, +2 ship weapons as well. Ooh, okay, BYUN clearly is now trying to embrace late game, right? He's making that call with +2 ship weapons, 2 starports. Does he have reactors on both? Yeah. He can start libs. He's building turrets on the edge, make sure prisms can't get in. Zealots do try to sneak in from both sides. They find very little damage. Bio well set up. Oh! He throws a big disruptor poke at the front, goes foraging, catches a few units, but he's got no splash back it. Oh, he's got one more disruptor backing it up. Gets a few ghosts. He doesn't have much army here. Where are his Colossus, I wonder, guys? He's kept them back at home, which is kind of cool. A lot of people would have lost the Colossus there. He's keeping them out. And Creator is, yeah, he's adding a few more gateways as well, so he's going to go up to 13. And he has Storm now, right? Yeah, he's got Storm. So scattering some High Templar around the map could be really big. BYUN, I'd love to see him repair these Vikings. Playing a long game here, you know, really invest in the long one. Zealot's unable to take out the Ghost with the medevac, healing it. 6 batteries, 7 cannons building. Dude, Creator is a little addicted to static D, isn't he? He's just building cannon battery everywhere. Oh yeah, he wants to turn this map into a friggin' nightmare for counterattacks. Multiple cannons and batteries in the main with a High Templar. I think... Oh, there's a healing shrine right there, bro. Whole bunch of damaged stalkers. Does not heal them, even though he's standing right next to it. And you've got something that only exists on one map. It takes the players a while to adapt to it. StarCraft 2 is such a fast game. You're so busy. Oh, that storm! Oh my gosh, that storm on the Vikings was good. He's got another High Templar in the back. That one lands another good storm. And I do think Creator should be able to hold this. Next storm not as effective. Dark Templar walks into the natural. Natty or not, BYUN scans and sees a juiced up invisible man clenching his SCVs in his fist and snapping them. I feel like that's my image of a Dark Templar. He doesn't stab them with his scythe. He picks up the SCVs with his giant steroid arms, and he just like crushes them and like literally juices the SCVs. 2 prisms on the way. 3 disruptors are out, 3 High Templar. Pretty decent splash. EMP's on the front though. Oh! Not bad on those disruptors. If BYUN can secure this 5th, he's okay. If this gets denied, these Vikings are all really weak. This game can turn very quickly away from him. If I were him, I'd try to grab 10, 15 SCVs, bring them to the front, and just put them on auto repair. He's going to bring a couple, but they're just transferring. They're not actually repairing. Bio's exposed. Another disruptor hits. Gets a ghost. 2 Marauders heavily damaged. +3 weapons is on the way. +3 armor as well. High Templar comes forward. Storm does land on that left side. Stalker's poking in and out. Disruptor goes forward. Ghost Marauder takes damage. Stalker's trying to move in, trying to move out. Planetary is erect on the right side. Nice zoning Storm. Prism, very heavily damaged on the front lines. Marines could be able to take it out. Vikings will. And the Immortal does go down. Units lost tab. Almost 2,000 in favor of BYUN. Now, Creator has decent gas count, but not amazing. I kind of feel like this is the point where 15 DT should be hitting the left or the far right, you know? I think this is the point, but he's very head-on right now. Oh, Vikings find another Prism. A couple Vikings do go down, but dude, Stalker's taking damage? Oh, Neo my. Air Army's very heavily damaged. BYUN, it feels like he's taking excellent fights at the same time. Things could go terribly bad for him so quickly. I mean, it feels still like he doesn't have a big bag. He's got this really damaged Viking army just kind of thrown in his main army. Hotkey moving around. SCVs, I think he wants to repair, but there's too much going on right now. That Speed Prism trying to get in here. Stalkers are going to break the left while the Disruptor zones the right. There's still one more tank behind that. Doesn't quite take it out. And, oh, Stormies! Decent Storm, gets EMP'd before he can land a second. Didn't really land as big as he would have liked. There's very few High Templar, only one. No energy for Storm. And these Archons aren't going to do that much. Liberator on the right side does get 8 probes, gets shot down there by the Stalkers. Creator, he's on 15 gateways. He's building 5 probes at a time. So he's just trying to rebuild 5 or 10 probes on that right side. Did Lib Range get made? Yes. Caduceus, also yes. 9 Medevac's going to be a lot of healing. Stalker Disruptor poking forward. No Storm available in here. These are really nice. Stalker Disruptor, Colossus Immortal trying to fight with Guardian Shield. Feels like Creator's army's about to crumble though. And remember guys, it was 11,000 to 9,000. Since then, Creator's lost 10,000 resources, BYUN's lost 5. So in the last few minutes, BYUN has gone into 2-to-1 efficiency trading. Creator is still trying to run in with Mass Stalker Colossus. It's a very like mid-tier army he's using. His Storms were doing good. Oh, that's a juicy. But the EMP comes in. Like, it's a juicy Storm, but it's a bit too late. And Creator here kind of got stuck in the early late game, it feels like. He stopped making High Templar. You can never stop making High Templar. Spreading them out. As long as you always have a reserve Templar, you'll be good. But he was doing more like active Storm Drop. And I don't think active Storm Drop is nearly as important as just having your units spread out and whatnot. Lib's taking damage. Stalker's doing pretty well. They get a few of them. Oh my god, Stim, Bio, and Accelerator zones are actually so fast. What in the heckity diddles? Well, I said I don't know if BYUN can take down Creator in the late game. Like, he definitely has the opportunity to take a good fight, but does he actually have the, you know, the willingness to go into the macro game and not just get overrun before then? Turns out, even though he was a little slow to get to the late game, once he got there, you can tell once Lib Range kicked in and the like, he is just massively out-traded Creator. So much better. Creator, he loves to build these incredibly fancy armies. He's microing Oracles, Disruptors, Sentries, Stalkers, Colossus, High Templar, and Storm Drops. Creator is a fantastic example. When the fights go perfect, you're like, that is the most perfect engage I've ever seen. Oh my god. But also, the guys who are higher level Protoss players than him, just admittedly, just objectively, you look at their results, Max, Pax, and Hero, I never see them try to use armies as complicated as Creator. Like, Creator kind of plays like Alpha Star, and then he's like, we've got every unit type in here, let's go. But it means that when it goes right, it goes really right, but it's so hard to get those engagements to go just right. And you can see he's going to do a desperate counterattack now with no High Templar or anything to intercept the units. They're going to come back into this, and you can see the Planetary plus these Ghosts going to do pretty well. These guys are running in, breaking through some units. The Mass Command Center is looking reasonably healthy. That one Command Center may go down. Liv's trying to siege up, but Bio comes back. The cost efficiency just got out of control in this final game, and